Hi and welcome to another video. If you haven't been to my channel before or seen any of my videos, I've got a really annoying voice and my walls are pink and I hate that, so I've tried to disguise it with posters and that hasn't worked. I've always got some kind of strange way of opening videos. I'm not comfortable just saying, hello, I'm now going to start my video because I'm too awkward. So this week's video is about staying strong and positive through the winter months. Absolutely something much easier said than done. It affects some of us more than others. But I personally think that we're all affected by it somehow, even if it's just a smidge. That's just what I think anyway. There's actually science that backs up the correlation between the winter rolling in and low mood in people of all ages. So you're not going mad and you're not being selfish. That's something that I just want to establish before I start rambling on. I'm taking the risk of sounding completely patronising, but something that I think could really help you if you're in this situation would be to take up a hobby. And I know that sounds a little bit patronising and a little bit plain and simple, but if you spend some time when you're not doing anything during your day, doing something that you like doing, you'll be distracting your mind from all of those negative thoughts, and it'll prevent you from just kind of sitting there and thinking about how low you feel and then making yourself feel worse about it. That's a cycle that I think we've all found ourselves in at some point. I don't have any shame in saying that as soon as I start to feel myself getting a little bit down or a little bit anxious or anything like that, I start making bracelets. And I know it's a little bit childish, some people might think, but I find it really helpful to have something to focus on and to fiddle with, and then I get something out of it at the end. I know this one's a little bit, the beads look a bit childish, but I'm childish, so it goes. You could write, you could read, you could play an instrument, listen to music, colouring. Let's not forget that adult colouring books are a thing. Something to stop you from sitting there and overthinking everything that is going on in your head. That's just something that I personally think is helpful. Some people might disagree. Some people might be thinking, Leah, shut up, you don't know what you're talking about, how dare you tell me to find a hobby, go and sort your life out. And I'm sorry if you feel that way. You probably saw this one coming, but tell somebody. Please just tell somebody how you're feeling. I mean, just getting it off your chest can help you feel a lot better. You feel like you've had a big weight taken off of you, and keeping it to yourself through fear of sounding selfish or weak or whatever kind of thing that you've convinced yourself that you are is only going to make you feel worse. And as time goes by, it's going to build up and the weight of the emotion is going to get heavier and heavier on your shoulders. Whereas as soon as you tell somebody how you feel, you'll know that you've got support around you. You'll be getting it off your chest, and it's really important not to go through anything alone. So that's something that I can't stress enough. Please tell somebody about how you're feeling, just so you can get it off your chest. I just personally think that will really help. But again, I'm not a professional, so you may disagree with the things that I say and my advice, and that's okay. I'm not telling you what to do. I know this kind of comes back to what I said about hobbies, but allow yourself time in the day that is your you time. However, you time does not mean sitting on the sofa in the dark, comfort eating, feeling blue and thinking about how you're feeling blue and doing so alone. If you like to have a bath with candles, if you find that relaxes you, then do it. If you want to read your favourite book, do it. If you want to pamper yourself or write a song, anything that you enjoy doing and that you find relaxes you and makes you feel positive, make sure that you allow yourself time in every day to do so. I know we all live very busy lives and you might feel that there's no time to focus on yourself, but I would just really encourage you to find that time and to be consistent with it. Something else that I think is really important when you're feeling quite low in the winter months is to maintain a healthy nutritional diet, because as soon as we're not getting the nutrition that our brains need to function, that's when our emotions start to become more negative. Again, I'm not a professional, this is just something that I've learned, hence I haven't tried to back it up and tell you exactly why and what's happening with all your serotonin and endorphins. I've had winters where I've spent the whole 4 months of the season comfort eating every night because I felt down. As soon as I started getting all that nutrition back into my diet, fruit and veg, and not overdoing the sugar and things like that, I genuinely felt an improvement on my mood and things. So that's something that I would really encourage you to think about. Having a binge on sugary foods is only going to lead to a sudden drop physically and therefore emotionally. They kind of come hand in hand together. List the things that you enjoy about the season. Now, this won't work for every single one of you. Some people watching this video may well think to themselves, there is nothing about winter that I like. I hate every aspect of it. And if you feel that way, then perhaps this doesn't apply to you, and perhaps there are other ways that we need to think about dealing with your emotions. But if you sit down and you really think about the things that you do like about the winter or the autumn, the festivity, the cozy fluffy socks and baths and candles, most importantly though, if you do feel that you could benefit from some extra support by, say, a professional, if you feel like you could benefit from talking to somebody or anything like that, there's nothing weak and nothing to be ashamed of in regards to going and speaking to a professional. If you feel as though seeing a counsellor is going to help you out, then go and see a counsellor or speak to your GP. If you feel that you could benefit from extra support, then what's stopping you? I know this video has been pretty brief, but those are just some of the things that I personally think help. And if you have any more advice, things that you find helpful in this area and I haven't mentioned them, pop them down in the comments below. And once again, I'm always here for you, so if you ever need somebody to talk to, feel free to send me a message. My social media links are down below in the description. I've never said that before, but I'm doing it now. If you did find this video helpful, then you can subscribe to my channel by clicking the subscribe button just down below. I think it's there. I think I'm pointing in the right place. I'm not 100% sure though. But feel free to subscribe for regular videos that are made with you in mind. But feel free to subscribe for regular videos with you in mind. But feel free to subscribe for regular videos made with you in mind. But feel free to subscribe for regular videos that are made with you in mind. Ah!